basically like doing a second video on my Zala hair extensions, and if you are very familiar to my channel, you'll know that this was my first ever YouTube video, and this video got quite a few views, and I hope it helped quite a few people if they wanted to buy these hair extensions. I thought today I would film like a follow-up to that and how I'm getting on with them now. As you'll know, I filmed that video in May and it is almost October, so that is almost 5 months I've had these extensions now, and usually extensions last between 6 months to a year depending on how you look after them. So this is like the time that they may start to like deteriorate, so I thought I would come back and just tell you guys how these extensions have been for me and if I would still recommend them or not. I hope that I can help some people if you like these extensions, if you've been looking at them and if you think they're worth spending the money. I can help some of you today if you are intrigued in Zala hair extensions, and if you are, then please just keep on watching. So if any part of this video I am looking down, it's because I have my MacBook on my knee and it's because I've written a few notes. There's quite a lot of things that I want to like say throughout this video about the hair extensions, so I couldn't remember it all obviously, so I've written some things down. But obviously this was my first video and my setup has changed quite a lot since then, so if you actually have seen this video, then thank you so much for sticking around this long. Obviously I did start YouTube in May, so that's almost 5 months I've been on YouTube now. But yeah, let's get into the extensions. So obviously these extensions are the thickest extensions I've ever had, and they might not look that thick right now, and that is because I originally bought the 5-piece set. If you want to see what they look like before, then go check out that video. I'll link it in the cards or link it down below. It was my first video, as I said. I bought the 5-piece set. They come in either 5-piece or 9-piece, and what it says on the website is that the 5-piece is for fine hair and that the 9-piece is for thicker, medium to thick hair. So I was a bit torn because I thought I do have fine hair but it's not really thin, and I definitely don't have thick hair, but I just wasn't sure at all, so I just went with a 5-piece basically because it was cheaper, and also I just thought this is a set that I'm just going to try. So when it actually arrived, I did not need 5 pieces at all. I literally needed 3 pieces, which is crazy. Like, that is literally all I've used. What I did was I split the set into 2, and I kept one set for when I have straight hair and one set for when I have curly hair. So this means that they'll last a lot longer for me, and it also means that I'm not like filling my hair up with extensions. I've still got a lot of my natural hair out. All of this is my natural hair, and then the extensions are just like in the bottom part because I have layers cut into my hair, so it just looks like I've got longer and shorter layers in my hair. Anyway, they literally blend so well, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit later, but obviously in my first video I can't remember the colour that I bought. I'm pretty sure it was mocha brown. I think it was mocha brown because I have dyed my hair since then, and in that video I did have like, now I have more of like a dark brown hair colour. Back then I had more of like a medium brown hair colour, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I bought mocha brown, and they really did match very well, and I had so many people ask me if my hair was real, how I grew it that long. Literally when I wore my extensions for work, every single shift I had someone asking me how long it took me to grow my hair. I had this little girl asking like, wow, I want hair like that. I had literally like so many people say, wow, your hair's amazing, like constantly, like every single time I wore my extensions. I got so many compliments. Even just posting pictures on Instagram, I always had people asking me if my hair was real, and then obviously when I told them it was extensions, they always wanted to know where my extensions were from. And I know some people that have actually bought the extensions because of me as well. So yeah, I'm happy that I could help a few people out that way. Sorry for anyone who just watched the first part of this video. I forgot to use my microphone, so I've literally just plugged my microphone in, so this is why the sound is different. I am really sorry for how bad the sound was to start with. For the rest of the video it will just sound like this now, so apologies for that. Back to the extensions, they are definitely the thickest extensions I've ever had. The thing with Zala extensions is that they claim to be thick from the top right through the bottom, and they are definitely just that. In my first video I showed when I took them out of the packet how thick just the bottom layer was, and it was crazy. I've never experienced extensions like that before, except from fake hair extensions, and obviously these are 100% human hair. You can curl them, straighten them, do absolutely anything you want to them. They are amazing. I have noticed one downside is that they do shed quite a lot, and when I bought the extensions, I bought them with the extension brush, and this has helped quite a lot. But sometimes like you forget to use it and things, and you just have to make sure that you always brush it from the ends, because if you brushed it from it up here, or like it's just gonna pull the hair out. And one, it hurts, and two, you want to look after your hair extensions because they are expensive. You want them to last as long as they can. So yeah, you just have to make sure that you brush them just from the bottom to the top, like you would with your normal hair. You just have to treat them how you would want your own hair to be treated, because you just want them to last as long as possible, because these extensions are expensive and they were quite an investment for me, but honestly, they're the best extensions that I've ever used. I've actually dyed these extensions, but before I dyed them, they seemed to be getting quite dry. Like, the colour was still really nice, but for some reason on the ends they were getting quite dry, and especially when I wore my hair straight, you could just tell that they were extensions, and they didn't look in the best quality. And I'm not entirely sure why it was. Like, I don't know if they needed to be washed or if they needed some like hair serum or oil. When you buy these extensions, they do come with a little care package, and it comes with 2 little products that you can use with your hair extensions just to prolong the life a little bit longer. So I'm going to definitely check that out, because I forgot about them, and it probably would have saved like the feeling. Like, right now they are still very soft, but obviously when I first got them they were amazingly soft, and then they just kind of like deteriorated. They were still very thick, but they went like quite dry on the ends, which was quite a downside. But when I dyed my hair, I dyed the extensions as well, and what I did was I used the same dye on my hair on my extensions. I used permanent dye by 𝐸𝓁𝓁𝑒𝓃. What I did was I just left the hair dye on a little bit longer. I'd left it in my hair for about 25 minutes, and I left it in the extensions almost an hour. And you shouldn't get scared, because it's honestly not going to do that much. Like, obviously the extensions were a lot thicker than my hair, and they took a little bit longer to take to the colour. I know they are human hair, but they just did. That's how they reacted. I did keep checking the colour, so if you are going to dye your hair extensions darker, then make sure to check the colour every so often, because obviously you don't want them being too dark for your own hair and then not being able to match. What I noticed was, after I dyed the hair, I tried to let it air dry, but it literally would not air dry. Like, it took so long to get a tiny little bit dry, so I ended up blow drying them, and then they went massively frizzy. They do come very, very straight, and when I blow dried them after dyeing and washing, they were so frizzy. But then I literally just went over them with a straightener, and they were pretty much fine. I don't really like wearing my hair straight with extensions anymore, because they don't look that great. And I don't know if it's like just me, but I feel like they don't look as thick at all. Like, I've written down that they look kind of like stringy and weird, and I don't know how like to put that across, because they're not thin. Like, the ends are still thick, but it's like when they're thin, they just don't look as thick at all. And obviously because they're in like different layers on your head, they do look a bit strange, and I only wear them when my hair's curly now, but that's just a bit of a personal preference. Also, another tip is, if you're ever going to curl or straighten them, then always use heat protectant. Like I said earlier, if you just treat them like your own hair, then they're definitely going to last a lot longer. Another thing that I did, and I don't know if this is like just me, but for some reason it came with a 5-piece weft, and this was just like a little bit too big for my head. And I don't know if that's like a really weird thing to say, but like it just came like way too long. So what I actually did was I cut it into a 4-piece set. So I would have an extra 1-piece and then the 5-piece would obviously be a 4-piece. I actually got another 1-piece from that weft itself, and now the 1-pieces are really good around the front of your face, and just especially if you want to put your hair in ponytails, I always use 1-piece and 2-piece wefts. If anyone wants to see like a hair tutorial of how I do my extensions in ponytails or anything like that, just let me know, because I'd love to do that. The leftover 4-piece I just use as a 4-piece. So I'm just wearing 2 2-piece wefts and just 1 1-piece. That is literally all I need. So I have so many more that are just like in my wardrobe, just if I ever want them, if I ever want really thick hair, or maybe if I do want them straight, I'll probably add more. But yeah, they're just there for if I ever need them. How they feel, I'm going to talk about that, because these extensions, they don't feel heavy. Like, when I first tried them with the whole 5-piece set, I thought they were heavy, and I couldn't, like, it felt uncomfortable to me and I didn't like it. And obviously having extensions in is going to feel more uncomfortable than it does without extensions in, but I only wear like 3 pieces now basically, and they're fine. Like, I barely notice them and I'm so used to wearing them now that it just doesn't affect me. But I definitely say try and wear less than more, because they do pull on your hair a little bit, and I've never like experienced any hair loss or anything like that, but they do get a little bit uncomfortable. Like when I've been at work and stuff, I just think, why have I even bothered to put my extensions in, because they just sometimes do pull a little bit, but the only time they have pulled is when I wore the whole set. So I kind of dread to think what the 9-piece set would feel like, because the 5-piece set was heavy on my head. So I don't know how people wear the 9-piece set, because I'm literally just wearing 3 now and that's fine for me. I'm going to talk about how they make me feel like as a person, and I absolutely love these extensions. Like, I feel so much more confident with these extensions in. Like, I haven't naturally long hair. You'll have seen on my channel, or like maybe in my hair cutting video, you'll see that I have naturally long hair, but it is not thick, and it's not all about thickness, it's just how it looks. And it like literally just, I don't even know what to say, but with my extensions in, they just make me feel so much more confident. Like, I just feel like everything looks better. I don't know, I'm just so used to them now. Like, I absolutely love them. I don't wear them every single day. I don't think it's healthy to wear them every single day, and I've been trying to like stop wearing them a little bit, like cutting down, but definitely like confidence wise, they have made me feel amazing. And I've had so many compliments on these extensions. Literally, they're amazing. I couldn't praise them enough. Talking about the ends of the hair, I have not trimmed them at all, and this is what the ends look like. I know you can't really see, but they're still soft, and to say I have curled these and straightened these a lot, they are still soft, and they're probably not they're not as soft as when I got them. Obviously they're not going to be as soft as when I got them. It's just like your own hair, but honestly there is literally no split ends in this hair, and it is just amazing. If I ever feel like I want to trim them, then I will, because I know the length is quite long. If I haven't mentioned, I did get the 30 inches, which is the longest Zala hair extensions that they do, and I love them. I do not regret it at all. There was like a time when I thought maybe I shouldn't have bought 30 inches because it is very long, and a lot of people do comment on the fact that it is very long, and I have had people tell me to cut my hair. When I curl my hair, what I do is I literally just get the curling wand. I just use a Babyliss one. I think it's like 1.5 inches, and what I usually do is I curl my extensions when they're in my hair. So what I do is I put the first weft in, and then I just split it into 2, like on both sides of my head like it is right now, and then I just get the curling wand like this and just wrap it round and just hold it for a little bit and then let it out. But what I do is I let it out when it's hot, and then I just hold it, and I'm not doing a very good demonstration because my hair isn't hot, but I just hold it until the curl cools, and it definitely lasts so much longer. And I have also noticed that curls in extensions versus curls in your normal hair last so much longer. Like, I curled this hair on Friday, and this is what it looks like. It is still so gorgeous. Like, they're just these loose curls, and it's so amazing. Literally, they last so long, so you're barely even damaging them because you could literally just curl them like once or twice. In the last part of the video, I'm just going to show you how I apply them, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it on a time lapse and just show you how I apply the wefts. And as I said, I only wear 3. Some people might need more than this, but I literally only need 3 wefts. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you how I apply them right now. What I'm just going to do to start with is just show you the length of my natural hair. So this is my natural hair. I couldn't sit down and show you because it is like slightly longer than that, but this is my natural hair. I'm just going to have to bend down a little bit. So yeah, this is where it comes to. It's like the top, it's like the bottom of my back, top of my bum area, and then I have just done heatless curls. So this is basically the hair that I do every single day. So that is how I apply my Zala hair extensions, and I really hope that I could have helped at least one person through this video, because I know that when you buy hair extensions, a lot of the time they are amazing to start off with and then they just massively deteriorate. Like, I've been in that position quite a few times, but honestly, I can honestly say that these extensions are the best extensions that I've ever used. And by the way, I'm not being paid to say this, like, I wish. Honestly, I'm saying this from my own thoughts and my own experience. This is not an ad, I'm not being paid, this is not a sponsorship. Zala, get at me. Honestly, I love these extensions. I cannot get enough of them. They are the best extensions that I've ever used. And please like, comment and subscribe. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Go and check out the original video if you want to see a little throwback of what my channel originally started off like. And also it might help you if you want to see what they look like when they first arrive, and just compare like that video to now and see how they look like now. But honestly, they are so great, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.